Hey everyone, Joe here. Today I'll be doing a build featuring the Fractal Node 804 that we got from our lovely friends at Fractal Design to try out, and also I'll be going in and showing off what I put into this build. And at the end you'll see how it turned out and the people that I'm building it for and seeing how they like it. So let's go in and take a look at all the parts that I will be putting into it.
Alright, to get us started, we have the Intel Core i5-4590 3.3 GHz quad-core processor, which will be topped off by a Cooler Master Hyper T4. Our memory will be Kingston Fury Series 8GB 2x4 GB DDR3 memory. For our video card, we have the Sapphire Radeon R9 280X 3GB HyperX video card. Also going in there will be the Gigabyte GCWB867D-I AC wireless Wi-Fi adapter with Bluetooth enabled. For our motherboard, we have the Asrock H97M Pro 4 motherboard. For storage, we have the Seagate Barracuda 1TB 3.5-inch hard drive. We have an optical drive of the LG GS40N Slim DVD CD writer. To power this thing, we have the Corsair C600M modular power supply. Motherboard and the CPU come out the back, and then you can put in the PCI and everything else into the back as modular. And it comes with Molex and SATA, and of course the PCI Express power, all 8s. Plugging this all into will be the LG 27MP33HQ 60Hz monitor. And to be able to use this, we have the Cooler Master CM Storm Devastator gaming bundle. Putting all of this hardware into a Fractal Node 804. First thing you'll notice is its relative size. It is roughly the size of a subwoofer, even has the mesh on the top, kind of giving it that look. The Node 804 features a dual chamber design with one side where you put your video card and your motherboard and everything that hooks up to that with the CPU, and then the power supply and hard drives into the other side. As you can see, it features a hanging hard drive design, which is very interesting. And it also has 3 fans, 2 in the back and 1 in the front. So I have it turned on without anything in it, and as you can see and hear, there is, there's nothing fancy about it, and that's kind of, there's no extra lights or little anything, but it is really, really quiet. As you can see here, up here, basically a perfect area if you need do water cooling, so you can fit, either 2 rads here or just one on the one side, or either side, doesn't matter. If you want, you can probably fit a single rad here, or even on the other side, fit a single rad right there, or 2 if you really take out the other fan. Also, you probably are wondering, well, I have a 280X HyperX, is it going to fit in here? I don't know. It does. As you can see, it fits actually pretty nice and snug in here. And we got a little bit of room on the side, but there is not too much. So we got the motherboard in, and it fits in here pretty good. And especially the T4, the Hyper T4. And as you can see, it has a good bit of room still left. I can fit my hand in here and got a little bit of bump room. And then in the back, we see I feed it through the this back hole here for good cord management. All I had to do that is just kind of slip it in there and take out the hard drive holder, which you just unscrew these and it's pretty simple, just pull it out. Alright, now we're going to put the disk drive in. And what you gotta do is you gotta get the top off first, and how you do that is just unscrew these, this one here on the right and then another one on the left hand side. And there we go. And once you do that, what you do is you put your hand down and you kind of just give it a good press back and then up. And then for this, all you have to do is just pull on it. It has little prongs that hold it in there. You just pull and pop, and it'll come down. And what's kind of cool here is right here you have area for SSD drives or 2.5-inch, and then there is the disk drive. Now I have run into a problem with the disk drive that I did not notice before. Basically what it has here is a mini SATA power, which as you can see, this is how it hooks in. I had to get an adapter from Micro Center, and it just plugs into SATA, and then the power goes to Molex. But it's alright, because I got some balls out of it. My favorite. Alright, so I was able to get the disk drive in here and got the screws in on the side here, and then I also got the little mini screws over here on this side that came with the case, same one on the other side. It was a little bit of a pain to kind of get this attached to the disk drive, but after bending some metal I got it. Alright, so I have the RAM now in here, the HyperX. It looks pretty good, mix of the blue with everything. The CD cord, or CD-ROM cord, is red and it kind of doesn't match, so I'm going to try my best to hide it. And we also got all the other cords hooked up from the power supply and everything, so we got the USB 3 in, and it fits pretty good. It's actually really stiff and snug in there. It doesn't really move at all. Also the HD audio cord, reaching all the way over here. It actually has a lot of slack, has a lot of good length, so you know you can pretty much move it wherever you need to. And then we have the front I/O, which everything here on the board and on the case, all the plugs were really well labeled, so it was really easy to figure out where everything needed to go. Alright, so I got the video card in here. It fits pretty good, and just screw it in right there. The screws provided, and it's up against here pretty close, but it's nice and fit and snug. And now we have the Wi-Fi adapter in here. I put that in here, and I have the cord and kind of attach it to the back. Now, one of the weird things about this is you can actually plug in to USB, and that's what you're seeing here. There's a little USB port on the back. I'm not really sure what you can use that for. Maybe for like a wireless mouse or keyboard, and you just stick it in there. That way it's totally unseen, doesn't use up USB. One thing I wish this board had was a PCI Express 1 or 2 or something kind of in here instead of a PCI slot. Kind of annoying and really outdated, and I have no idea what I really could use here. Alright, so this is the cord that kind of came with the motherboard. It's a black SATA. I wanted to replace it with this blue one since I had it laying around, kind of give it a better look. Now I have the hard drive in here, and all you have to do is just push this in here. You screw them in, and then you screw these in, and they're pretty simple, and that locks it in there. It's a neat little design they got going. Alright, so everything is plugged in and going, and everything is working. As you can see, I hid the cord and got the blue one out. Alright, so I have the keyboard hooked up and I'm installing Windows right now, UEFI install, which was really easy to set up. And I just kind of want to show off the mouse and keyboard a little bit here while I'm installing it. So got the front lights on this thing, really nice blue backlit. This is a 5-button mouse, and that little pad, there is actually a little padding on the side. It's kind of nice. You can change the DPI by hitting this button. It has 800, 1200, and 2000, and lights up on the wheel. One thing that is annoying is how you change the light on and off. It actually does not come on standard. And you have the volumes and your media and everything up here on the top. But I mean, for a $30 package, pretty good. As you can see, everything is done and has a nice little light and shine. Even the cat is mesmerized by it, as you can see in the reflection.
So as you can see, the build, I think turned out really, really well. The Fractal Node 804 is a beautiful case. That minimalist design with it, it has the brushed metal finish and everything. Very, very good with the window and everything. I like the form factor, very small. You can fit pretty nicely anywhere. I like the hard drive placement. A lot of people think it's kind of weird and don't feel secure with it. Definitely, the hard drives aren't going anywhere, and I like how much space they give you for hard drives. I'm a person who has quite a few hard drives in their system already, so having that much space and can divvy them up pretty well, and also it has that special area for slim drives. You can actually go up to 10 hard drives is impressive in such a small case. With the way things are going now, we don't really need the big computers anymore, at least not the full towers or even the mid towers that can do everything that a mid tower can besides have a full ATX board. With the dual chambers design, I like how cord management is a lot easier with that. You did not have any cords really in the front at all with that, and you can tie them down and everything in the back, but it doesn't matter, you will not see them. So if you're someone who is a little lazy with that and you just kind of want to stick them somewhere, it works perfectly fine. It could fit one of the biggest video cards I've ever seen in there with the HyperX 280X. I mean, those heat sinks on there are huge, so, and it fit in there pretty comfortably, nice and snug, as I said. The 280X actually ended up being a great card. I was messing around with it. You know, the mantle, when I got to work, it was kind of iffy sometimes, but when I got to work, it ran really great. I tested it out on my old Pentium Extreme Edition. That's like a 10-year-old CPU, and I was able to run, you know, Beyond Earth and Thief on there, and it cut the CPU usage off tremendously, and you can, it's amazing how much more life you can get out of one old processor like that when you do that. As for problems with this build, I only really had one, and that was with the slim DVD drive. Partially my fault, because I did not notice it was a mini SATA power when I got it, so I did not notice that ended up being a problem. I had to get the adapter, but also the little bracket on the side that holds the DVD drive in, the holes didn't quite line up right. I had to kind of bend it and everything to get the holes and everything to line up with the side of the CD tray. So they needed to be a tiny bit lower. Once I bent the metal and everything of that and the DVD just slightly, it fit in there. It was a little bit of a pain though. But everything works. And then, you know, that was pretty much it. As for problems, everything else worked perfectly fine. In the end, I mean, I liked it, but I ended up not building it for me. I built it for my nephews, who always love playing on mine and my dad's PC when they come over, so thought I'd give it to them, and they enjoyed it thoroughly. Hey everyone, I had a great time building this, and also I want to thank FractalJosh and also for giving me the case, and I also want to thank Mike for giving me Windows 8.1. Also, if you haven't already, you know, subscribe if you like the video. Follow me at merchant_lemon. Follow all of us at you know, Final Save Point on our Facebook page or on our website. And everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day.